Going on, guys? It's that time of year again. It's dove field time. Today is May the 4th, 2023. As you can just see, Daddy's down there on the tractor. He's getting started disking up. I didn't get any footage of it, but a couple of weeks ago he sprayed Roundup and burned the field down, and when he did that I was in Nebraska chasing Merriam turkeys, so I didn't get nothing of that. But this will start the dove field series. He's getting it plowed up now, and it's just been so wet. We should have had it plowed up. It may put us a little behind, but I think if we can get seeds in the ground in the next couple of weeks, it won't be too late. So just gonna walk down here, take a closer look. You can see that how brown that is. He's where he sprayed, killed a good bit of it. This is where I had millet last year, and had sunflowers, or no, I had corn, sunflowers, and more millet on the other side. See, it's been so wet. Stuff's cloddy. It might take a while to get it busted up. Anyway, that's where we're at right now. I'll check back with y'all when we're doing something else. What's going on, guys? It's Saturday, May 6th. Daddy's got the field plowed up and it's time to plant. Clear field flowers. Got some rain coming in, and we're gonna try to get it planted. So just stick with us. So we test this new planter out. Say new, it's a homemade contraption. He's got it plowed up, fertilized. He used liquid fertilizer and lime. I didn't get none of that. I wasn't here. So we'll pick it back up when we get started putting these seed in the ground. Stay tuned. It dropped some. That's one heavy. Here we go, we got it loaded up. Did a little video on this last year, but this year we're actually gonna plant with it. Yeah. See how she does. Yeah, that'll be good. Hey.
Huh?
I think it skipped. The tire wasn't turning.
What?
The tire wasn't turning. What's going on, guys? It's day 2, May the 7th. We're back out here trying to get the rest of the field planted. We started yesterday evening. Just run out of daylight. We're having technical difficulties. Hold up. Raise it up a little. Pretty good. Yeah. I said technical difficulties. We've had to alter the planter a little bit. We're getting the kinks worked out. It's going a lot better now. Hear that little tinkling sound it makes, that's it dropping seeds. Get some maybe thicker than you want, but we'll probably leave some to the birds and the deer. But I've noticed every year when they start coming up, they come up out of the ground, if the hole's still stuck to them, the birds will pinch them off. But that's what we got going on. We got about half the field left to go on the sunflowers. This is a whole lot better than me with my push planter that I've used the past few years. So y'all just stick with us. I'll pick it back up later. What's going on, guys? I think we've got what we're gonna get in sunflowers. I was trying to say earlier, this my homemade planters had some kinks we had to work out. It's the first time we've used it. We tested it last year, but this is the first year actually using it. But last year I had, let me turn it the other. Last year I had 4 rows of corn, I think, right through here. And I had millet up there. And I had, I think, 12 rows of sunflowers down here. had like a bare strip between the corn and the sunflowers, and I had millet over there. But this year I've decided not to do corn, so we took in some of this, and then we took out a little bit of where I had millet last year to accommodate more sunflowers. I figure we got about an acre or so here, acre and a half of sunflowers, and we got maybe a half acre, 3/4 of an acre. It's in millet. The thing about that millet is I've had millet now all across the field at one point, so we get plenty of volunteer. That volunteer will come up in my rows, so it'll be a fight. Let's see, I think I mentioned on the clip yesterday, I think I mentioned that he sent off for a soil sample, soil test, in a local farming garden. He hooked us up with some liquid fertilizer and liquid lime, told us how we needed to mix it. So instead of using granular this year, that's the way we're gonna do it. We're gonna get some nitrogen later on and side dress it, I guess you'd call it. Plus that post-emergent spray of my Imox, my Clethodim, and then you got your non-ionic surfactant, which we're using NitroSurf. That's your sticker agent. It also has some nitrogen to it, gives it a little boost. I believe it gives it a little boost because it might make your plants a little sick, but then that nitrogen helps feed it, helps boost it back up. And we'll spray that on it. It's got that Imox, that'll be for the broadleafs, which it don't completely kill everything, but it helps. And then I'm hoping this Clethodim mixed in there will help nuke some of the volunteer millet. Plus, if we have to, we'll cultivate the rows. He's laid it off where we can cultivate. We done that last year, and I sprayed, and I had cleanest rows I ever had. It wasn't bare dirt, but the birds didn't mind. And we had said volunteer millet come up in my sunflowers and my corn, but it matured a lot earlier than what I planted, and it caused the birds to feed in the row crop stuff before the row crop stuff was ready. And the sunflowers got ripe and they started feeding on them, plus my millet that I actually planted. Really excited to see what this liquid fertilizer and stuff does. But we got that part knocked out, and this over here between here and the fence, it's gonna be brown top millet patch. It was last year. You can see that he sprayed Roundup. It killed it pretty good, but you got broadleaf stuff, some of that, and them green onions, it don't do too well on them. But millet, don't need as much babying as sunflowers and corn. But you see that right there? That's already volunteer millet coming up, and all he's done is just sprayed and killed this. It's prolific. My suggestion is, if you don't want it somewhere, don't plant it there. If you think you might want to plant something else later on, because you will fight it. But lucky for me, I'm not as much of a perfectionist, and I also don't think it hurts anything other than maybe your feelings coming up in your rows. Definitely wouldn't want to plant it where you're gonna have a garden or something later on, maybe. But I'm excited. Turkey season's wound down here. Was able to get 3 nice birds. I killed my limit in Georgia, and I took a trip to Nebraska and I killed my first Miriams. So that was fun. Spent about all day yesterday trying to call up one for a buddy of mine. We was on 2 hot birds till we hunted till about 2 o'clock. Just couldn't do nothing with them. They gobbled good. So that done my soul good to go play ball with one at least one more time. But now it's time to switch gears. Kick off this dove farming series for 2023. And like I said, I missed him finishing disking everything up and him fertilizing yesterday. I wanted to get the fertilizer part to include in the video, but Skeeter bite me on my shoulder blade back there. But I was in the woods and I didn't realize he was doing it. But later on, if we side dress with that liquid nitrogen and stuff, I'll get that, make sure to get that when we do our post-emergent herbicide spray, any cultivating we do. When we get the millet put in, and then from there it'll just be walk through update videos and watching birds. I'm excited for it. I'm really right proud of my field. No bigger than it is, but took a lot of pride in it the last 2 years. And finding a good dove hunt is tough. You can spend $100 or more and not shoot a bird. So, and we've spent over that, well over that. Planting a field is the right way. What I consider the right way. Laying off these rows and being as uniform as you can. And in Georgia, it's not legal to hunt over top zone wheat like some states like Alabama. But I mean, I guess that works, but what fun is that? A couple of weeks before season, just scratch up the ground, throw some seed on it. to me, this is more fun. I've enjoyed this. And like I said, I'm proud of it every year. Can't wait to see how this year turns out. I think I'm gonna walk back across the field here and get on the four-wheeler and go find me a bottle of water. So I'm parched. Last look for today. Throw this together after a while or the next couple of days. We'll kick off the 2023 Duffield series. I told y'all I'd bring it to y'all again this year, so that's what I'm gonna do. As always, I just want to thank y'all for watching. I really appreciate it. If you hadn't already, make sure to like and subscribe. Hit the bell button there. You can get notified when another video drops. Just follow along with me. See what this summer brings us at the end. I'll catch y'all next time.